Are we live?
Yes.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Noi siamo la
la
Juve. La 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 la. Noi
Noi
siamo
Siamo
la
la
Juve.
Juve.
La 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 la. Noi siamo la Juve. Okay, hi guys. Welcome to the Stripe Show.
Ciao.
Okay,
Hi, welcome back.
guys, introduce yourself.
Andrea Brunetti. Back after
Bravo.
the tough game of yesterday. Still alive.
The day after.
The day after.
The day after. So
Iago Bonaparte from the Armageddon. So the other side of the world. No.
So, well, guys, thank you because if it wasn't for you, I wasn't gonna be here online, honestly. So it's still it was really hard to swallow, really, really hard, honestly. And let me tell you, I even didn't realize that today there was other two Champions League game because honestly, I totally forgot it, totally blank out, and so it sucks. But we need to move on, right? So let's talk a little bit about what happened. Hey, Daniel, hi. Daniel, you need to be here sometime, honestly.
Ciao, Daniel.
And oh no, I'm good. Tiago, I want to see what are your feelings today?
Honestly, I was speaking with a good friend of mine, which is an ultra from Curva Sud, but he also is an ultra through Vitória de Guimarães from Portugal because he's a Portuguese.
Nice.
So he was feeling pissed because we lost to Benfica years ago and now to Porto. So he had to take care with his friends. But honestly, the feeling is not sadness. It is more about delusional sensation because of what happened and how it happened. Because honestly, when you check the stats after the match, and I saw 60 crosses and 32 of those from Cuadrado against 6 defenders and 2 other midfielders that came to help. Well, that tells a lot about our mistakes, especially because that happened when we had Sarri, when we had Daniel Alves. We put the ball aside to a side playmaker to cross and see what happens. And this happened once again. So the last word about this sensation is, of course, there is this feeling of delusion, but committing the same mistake, it makes me pissed. It makes me even
well,
mad.
definitely. What about you, Andrea? You feel better today, or you still
No, I definitely feel better because yes, I mean the sadness. It's about knowing that we're not playing the Champions League anymore for the rest of the season. That hurts me every time I think about that. But we didn't lose yesterday. We lost 1 month ago, 3 weeks ago in Portugal.
You think so?
Yes, I mean we threw the first game
So
away.
bad.
You know,
Yeah.
we threw the first game away.
That's why you have 2 games.
Yeah, but that's why Champions League it's unpredictable because Pirlo said that you cannot make 4 errors like with 4 mistakes like we did in 2 Champions League games, like in a first and second leg, and I agree with him. That's why Champions League is unpredictable because I would agree with you with Campionato. No, I mean you can make a mistake, but that's why you have the whole league to fix those. I really believe we lost in Portugal. I mean, even if I was hoping that we couldn't make it today, I just think that the disappointment come from the first game in Portugal, and I had all the time to swallow it.
I agree so much with what Daniel say here that Quadrado is a ball hugger, and he makes us really predictable. And when going back and I was trying to think about why we are so slow, and we are so slow sometimes just because. I had Mont Blanc, and we're so slow because every time we start the play, every time we start from the back, every time, especially you see both Quadrado and Bonucci, they touch the ball too many times. They touch the ball 4 or 5 times. Then he has to be touch the ball one time and move on. And but if you even look, if I play against Bonucci, he's touched 4 times the ball, I can even play 20 minutes and be able to cover Juventus because we are so slow. So I definitely agree with what Daniel was saying, that Quadrado sometime make us really predictable. I agree with that so much. Honestly, yes, I need to agree there. And I don't know if you guys heard about. I was checking what the guys. Actually, not many people talk about the game because I think only De Ligt, Quadrado, Chiesa, and Pirlo at press conference.
Where were the veterans?
And that's my point. That's my point, because Quadrado is a veteran, and we know that, but he's not like one of the senator, and Pirlo. I didn't mind what Pirlo was saying, but even I was expecting Agnelli to say some words, okay, and and I'm going there, Daniel, and but Agnelli spoke like probably 2 or 3 days ago during the last European Club Association assembly. And so he maybe didn't feel the necessity to talk again. But Paratici and Nedved are the face of the management in the moment. And since that it was like a failure, what happened? They should at least set some board, okay? Then, if Chiellini is the captain of this team, why he wasn't there? Why De Ligt when in front of the? I think he was in front of Mediaset TV. I talk, and then we see Chiesa. Chiesa was praised actually by Del Piero because he was there, and actually everybody's loving Chiesa right now. And I would like to ask to everybody right now where you were back in September, okay, when we got him, because you were maybe talking shit about him, okay. So, but going with that, if
I'm one.
why you recognize that at least that's like a great point. And but if the old player, what is called like the old guard, the vecchia guardia, is not there, why are they? I don't know what they're doing, because honestly I don't know what Buffon role is. I don't know what Chiellini. I said that yesterday. What was Chiellini doing during the all freaking game on the sideline?
But we don't know how is it dynamic, how it works with the communication office, Juventus communication office, how they pick the players to go play, and if there is a specific request like from the media to have, like, they give a list of players and Juventus allowed to give you this and this for each game.
That's a great question.
And the second question is why whoever picked those players, why they pick those players? Because if it's a media matter, I can understand why they want Chiesa in the moment, because he scored the 3 goals that took us in the game, no, that kept up in the game. If it's Juventus picks, I don't understand like you either. Probably they were mad, they were upset, and they.
Well, okay, but they're professionals.
Yeah, no, I know, but
so it's not me playing me playing a pickup game of the park.
Chiellini is professional, but is a Juventus supporter. You remember Buffon after?
I know,
after
but you're the captain of Juventus. You know, you're Juventus. Yeah, and okay, he's Juventus captain. He's not like Pergolettese Football Club captain. With all the respect to Pergolettese.
Yeah,
I was mad too.
But the fact is, it's easier to put your face up ahead of the camera when we win, but after a defeat like that, even Cherubini would be nice, honestly, because Paratic is the man that take care of everything in that role that was from Marotta. Why Cherubini is the man from the first team.
And we never heard him speaking, basically, no?
Yeah, would be nice.
No, never
Honestly.
Caribbean actually. But
But
I had no idea
and,
what is the role and the position there. So
but anyway, the situation is that in the hard time where you need the support, we usually say that now we're gonna see who's the real fan, and this is the time that you need to see your real captain. And where was it? Where was then? Honestly, I'm not disappointed because you can be mad, you can be avoid to say some bad words, especially because the TV usually makes some dumb questions. But Chiesa was not very nice answer.
I
Then all.
want De Ligt with the armband. That's what I want. That's definitely what I want. I don't. I'm totally against this rule. I think Juventus have this rule because I think every team decide how to pick the captain internally, and it's pretty clear that Juventus decide who is the captain for the game. So we are Chiellini because he's the most veteran over there, and who is the player with more caps, I think, right? So
Yeah.
I'm totally against that because the leader is not the guys that have more caps. The leader is something that a quality that you have or you don't have. And Chiellini, yes, is a leader. I agree with that. Buffon, yes, he can be a leader. Okay. Bonucci is not a leader. Okay, in my opinion,
He's a wannabe.
he's a wannabe leader, even worse. Exactly. And Alexandro, I think he's a nice guy, but would you follow in a war, Alexandro? No, honestly. So I want
If he's
the
a leader,
league.
is a mute one. Yeah.
De Ligt was captain of the Ajax when he was 18 years old, 19 years old. So he definitely can be a leader.
He's in the nomination to be to be a captain
Exactly.
with
But,
Federico
so-
Chiesa.
No, I think it's a little bit too early for Chiesa, honestly.
De Ligt is young as Chiesa, Matteo.
I don't know.
Someone,
I think the
someone
problem armband in the end, armband is the armband. Of course, you can be a leader without the armband, but the representative of that armband, it's something that right now we don't seem to have. For example, some examples in the past we saw, but right now we are lacking of them. So that bothers us.
guys, more than the captain, it's the same thing that we've been repeating for few episodes. Let's hope the next players that Juventus is gonna sign to bring the character that we want them to bring to our team. So
Yeah.
as Thiago said, more Federico Chiesa, more Federico Chiesa, more Federico Chiesa. Then whoever is the captain, I agree with Matteo, should be a leader and not based on the goals, on the presences, or how many years has been played for Juventus.
I agree with this.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
So who knows? Who knows what happen? It's gonna be in. We'll see what's gonna happen because I think some decision that needs to be made in the following months. I don't know where I definitely hope we're gonna stick with Pirlo because I don't want to change the four coaches in the fourth year in 4 years. So I would think it was absolutely like an amateur move. Okay, and Thiago, we were talking even last year. I will stick with Sarri, but then you found out that. There was a lot of tension in the locker room. Okay, so but I stick with Pirlo, but I would try to start fresh, honestly. So that means Chiellini, and actually there was a report from Gazzetta dello Sport today saying that Chiellini is not going to play next year, but then I haven't seen anything else. Okay, So I would ask. I'm not gonna wait for Buffon when he's gonna decide what to do or not to do. Okay, let's say Gigi, you're a legend. You're a myth. You're a hero. Okay, you are everything to this team. Okay, you want to stay to this team. There is a role for you in the management. Okay, if you want to stay. If you still want to play 1 year, you can find another solution.
You
Okay.
know,
Bonucci is different because he still make a lot of money and he still like think I have like at least 3 years of contract with him, I think. So that's kind of a little bit different to say. But that's what I would do, and that's my opinion. Okay.
you know, as I said in our podcast, because I was a little bit afraid of Pirlo as a coach, honestly. But as a Juventus part of the squad, I will defend him until the end. But honestly, when you're doing the same mistakes from other coaches, this is a problem, honestly, because of course you can take some good points of Sarri, good points of Allegri, and good points of Conte and the other managers that he loved too in the past, but 60
Sorry.
60 crosses against a Porto team that were with 8 or 9 players back there is an absolute mistake. Absolute mistake. Of course, that you can change the way you play according to the players, but the way you play, that your team play, is based mostly on your ideas. And we saw ideas. When you see 60 crosses, it's kind of weird because
It's something that really you stick with that. 60 crosses really bothering you,
no 60, because who are the men available to header? Ronaldo and Morata.
No, I know. And
yesterday though we had 70 minutes of Morata and unfortunately 0 minutes of
But the
Ronaldo.
problem is not the 60 crosses, but the same mistakes that happened with Sarri and
because we are slow. Because we are slow.
Yeah.
We are slow. We need to be faster.
lack of
Sometimes it has to be
creativity.
touch and go, touch and go, touch and go, touching. Which instead we do touch, go back, touch, go back. We need to be faster, guys. That's the point. But then, and before, okay, actually, I didn't rewatch the game, okay, because that would be like early.
It was a good game.
Yeah, well, I think for a neutral point of view, it was a great game to watch, okay. But I see some episode.
Some episodes.
Well, the one on Ronaldo is a penalty. I would
the handball.
Demiral Piqué, it can be a Piqué, okay. The handball, I understand that is like yes, the handball close to his body, okay. But the one on Morata and the one on Ronaldo, freaking penalties there, guys.
I know, but
they're very penalties.
But unfortunately, we cannot talk about referee because
no. But then you watch tonight the game between Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain, and there is 2 penalties that are allowed by VAR. Okay, what?
I know, Matt, but I mean that's
I know.
That's a condition. That's a condition that we gotta take for
I
granted.
understand, but yeah. You shouldn't be talking about that. I understand, and I agree with you.
But
it's a variable in the game.
If we didn't have any chance to actually pass the turn, I would tell you yes. I mean, we need to talk about the decisions.
I know.
But we had our chances and we didn't take them.
Yes, but that is part of the game because with that 2 and the penalty on the first game on Ronaldo, there's 3 penalties. Give me one of them.
Yes.
Give me one of them.
Yes.
Probably Milan was gonna get probably 7 penalties. 7. So okay. So
do you think the Eka situation with Agnelli is creating a little bit of political problems?
But no, I think it's not more like the ECA association because honestly, in that case, they would hurt Bayern, Real Madrid, and Barcelona, and they're not going to be hurt by that because it's clear. I think what is going to play is like the weakness of the Italian Federation, because we've seen every week there is like a bad cause or like 50-50 cause going against Italian team. We see with Atalanta, we see with Lazio. Okay, hopefully we see what happens tomorrow in the Europa League, but it's not the first time that against the Italian team we see bad calls. So
yeah, but like what I'm saying is Agnelli compared to Inter president, Atalanta president, whoever, Lazio president, Agnelli is a little more international. I want to say. I mean, it's politically
Diplomatic situation.
the family is politically very important, and
Oh, yeah,
they
of course.
being around the world of soccer, European and worldwide soccer for
Maybe
for a
because
while.
you see.
So sorry if I finish.
No, go.
So I'm a little scared that yes, there is the problem that you said about the weakness of Italian federation with most of the team, but for us it might be a political problem with Agnelli because he's the main guy
over there because
the main character that wants to do this.
I definitely wasn't expecting what the Daily Mail had in the magazine today. Have you seen the Daily Mail today?
No.
The Daily Mail coming out, say, I think that was the Daily Mail, if I'm not mistaken. So before Agnelli thinking about restructuring the European competition or something like that, he should worry about making Juventus advance in the European competition.
It's a lot.
The independent. Okay, yeah.
It would be.
It's pretty harsh, huh? If you think about. If you look at. If you read between the lines, I think it's.
If you think that the same article has been written by Tuttosport today, which is considered a newspaper close to Juventus, it's considered.
I haven't read that. What did they say?
The same topic,
okay.
The same exactly.
So
I don't know if they were reporting the article of the Independent, but that was the topic.
Yeah.
So that
it might be. We can. You know what?
It's a lot of money. The business. It's a lot of money.
That's a great question. We can have with Guido Vaciago.
Yeah. Write it down.
Yeah. So this is a great question we should have. And guys, we're not a lot in the chat today, but please be tuned because most probably Sunday we're gonna have a Guido Vaciago with us. Most probably on Sunday, okay. And hopefully next week we should have Romeo Gresti with us here. So hopefully, I have my finger crossed. Okay, maybe gonna happen. Daniel, I think Navas. I was chatting today. I think Navas is the most underrated goalie in soccer history. Thiago, what?
No, I would not make the change, but I agree with Navas being the most underrated. Not the most, but definitely one of the most underrated goalkeepers.
But Szczesny, people is blaming Szczesny. I don't think it's easy. I don't think it's easy playing after Buffon, okay, and with Buffon being like a backup for him, okay. And I don't think Szczesny yesterday made any mistake. I think.
No, actually, he almost got the free kick.
Well, yeah, and he made at least a 6 or 7 save. That was quite difficult, but actually,
guys. Yesterday we played our game. We did.
We did
everything possible.
Okay, so
this is football.
But yeah, it's right. Actually, have you heard what Memba said? I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
But I didn't hear Memba saying it, so I don't know if I want to believe it or not.
He said that they studied the Juventus standards during the free kick. They were all used to jump all the time. So actually, they said they trained during the week,
but
kicking the free kick in the way.
But
free kick was absolutely bullshit.
That's something.
To start with.
What I read, it was a quote. Remember, I
agree. Yeah, me too. Who knows? But that would be interesting. So that's that, guys. You want to add anything, guys?
I'm
You wanna
curious
react
to
a
see
little
how
more?
we will react against Cagliari. Of course, it doesn't matter though, because Inter won the Scudetto, but I would like to see their reaction.
We know we should have online the celebration for Inter Scudetto probably
We do a
Vabbè,
live
3 weeks ago.
congratulations.
we all wearing a wig.
No, we're gonna
will
be online.
nice.
We're gonna be online tomorrow and Friday, Daniel. So to talk about Cagliari game. I'm still
Yeah.
suffering. Still need
I will
Thiago,
try to buy a wig.
Thiago,
Try
no
to buy a
wig,
wig
no
for-
wig, no wig, because when
Wow, this is a good
Fiorentina,
one.
when
It's a
Fiorentina,
cat.
when Fiorentina did the wig game, we won 4-0 in Firenze, and Conte actually wore one of the wig that the supporters threw to him. So it's good luck for Conte, you know.
Yeah, but no matter what, they already won the Scudetto. So
I mean, congratulations. Vabbè, guys.
I felt about possible exchange Ronaldo Pogba. We talked about this yesterday. I see. Well, actually, the rumor today is that even a month ago, I think Ronaldo talked with Mendes, and they kind of asked like if they can look for a possible move, and the two teams mentioned it was Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain, and it makes sense actually for thinking Ronaldo to leave, because that gonna give us more room for to rebuild the team. Okay. And the problem with this, well, we know that Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester have the money. Okay, we need to find who pays for Ronaldo. Okay, and it's going to be at least 25 to 30 million euro. Okay, and then who pays 30 million to Ronaldo? So definitely Paris Saint-Germain can do it. I think Manchester United can do it. Okay, so I don't think any team can come to Juventus and pay Ronaldo cash, but having like a swap with other players involved, that can happen, honestly, because I think that the market transfer, the next market transfer session is going to be based on swap. Well, the problem, Daniel, is like Dybala doesn't want to go to Manchester
Basically,
United.
there were rumors.
So
Dybala likes Juve.
Thank you. This is like, we really appreciate that. Now we're just here because guys, and Dybala knows to talk. And Daniel, don't make me say anything that I probably gonna regret. So no, but to go back to this message, guys, we are just here because we love Juventus. We just like to talk about Juventus. We will try to involve as many people around the world we can, because it's nice talking with people around the world, okay, because hearing different opinion, because most of the time me and Thiago and Andrea, we are on the same page, but having something we disagree with us,
I never,
It's
not true. I'm never on the same page of Matteo. I say I agree with him just for political purpose.
Normally, we are in different sides about referees' decision and bullshits about some players. But
okay, so now
Andrea is like between both walls. And,
I try to moderate.
Okay, so since you're the special, let me put you in the middle. Okay.
Yeah,
So
like
so you already have
perfect
fun club
right
over there. And then guys, me
some
too, because
questions and-
we try to work on having some surprise for you even in the future. So we try now, because I'm telling you, we just like to talk about Juventus. So you wanna add anything, guys, or we're gonna wrap it up here? Because
wrap it up and fino alla fine.
Forza Juve.
Always fino alla
Forza
fine.
Juve. As always. Doesn't matter.
Guys,
Doesn't matter how.
Stay tuned.
Yes,
Put a like on the channel, on YouTube, on Twitch, everywhere, and for sooner or later we're gonna fix the name thing, because we have a different name in every social. So sooner or later we're gonna fix that, okay? But Stripes is gonna stay Stripes. Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Bye.